Hey everybody, welcome back to My Black Friend, where you get two black friends for the price of one. I'm Zoe.
And I'm Steve, man. Isn't that a good deal?
That's right, and you're watching My Black Friend.
Yeah,
Best
welcome
deal
back.
on the internet.
Hey, man, I'm actually pretty excited right now. Our last podcast actually got some views, man. Did you see
Yeah,
that?
I did. Yeah, you've been, you know what? I couldn't help but see it because you've been keeping me up to date every step of the way.
I've been so excited the entire time, and goddamn, man, it's like we made it to 600 views, and that's the most our show has ever gotten. But it turns out the reason why it got it was because our last podcast had a lot of sex appeal.
Yeah, like
a
lot.
We had the word OnlyFans in it, so we got a whole lot of views from that.
Yeah, and you'll be shocked just how many porn words are linked to OnlyFans.
Yeah, one of the top videos recommending that podcast was called The Gangbang Room.
Yeah.
A place that I definitely want to visit.
It was literally just like a fucking conglomerate of incoherent sentences. One was literally lesbian hot pussy sex. I was like, oh, I wonder what this is.
I hear that video is pretty popular in India.
Yeah.
Hot bobs in vagine.
Hot bobs in vagine.
Yeah, man, but we're going with the trend. You know, we're trying to keep it sexy here on the My Black Friend podcast. So today we're talking about the silhouette challenge. And
yeah.
Goddamn. Some of these videos are pretty hot, but, you know, in my honest opinion, I've seen things that are hotter. You know, I've seen sexier shit. Well, what do you think, Alonzo? How do you feel about the silhouette challenge?
I mean, yeah, there's definitely sexier shit out there. You know, if you just fucking look, you know, I mean, I think it's kind of the appeal that, you know, you're taking these, people that maybe, famous TikTokers that you've grown accustomed to seeing, you're putting them in a lewd light. I think that's more of the appeal.
Well, I'm not a child, so I don't have any famous TikTokers.
Yeah, you know, I'm not 16. I'm not 13, so.
Yeah, I only watch TikTok for, I just like to watch people that don't know how to use TikTok, like people that are kind of confused about how it works. Some people actually, they use TikTok as a dating app. Like, they just think it's a dating app. So they're like, hi, I'm 36 years old, I'm single, and I'm alone, and I would like to make a friend. Above 18 only.
Yeah, I'm single, I live with my mom, I have terrible asthma. Somebody please date me.
I need help paying my taxes.
No, actually, with the TikTok, or with the silhouette challenge, though, one thing that I got, like, tuned into what's going on is the fact that there were these women that were like, I saw one tweet of this woman who was really pissed.
Right.
You know, which she was mad because she was like, you know, how perverted can men get? And I was like, how does this go back to men? But she was like, I'm so mad that, like, you know, guys are finding ways to remove the red filter from the challenge, and they're spreading it around, you know.
Right.
Word for the wise.
First, let's explain what the silhouette challenge is. If you guys don't use TikTok, or if you're not a bunch of perverts like me and Alonzo,
yeah, you know,
the silhouette challenge is basically it's this thing where, how would you explain it?
Did you even research? Yeah.
Well, basically, there's a video of a woman, or, you know, if you're gay, a man, and then they stand
female,
in a nice pose. You know, they're in a pose, and then they switch to a black and white or red and black.
Yeah,
kind of
it's basically like an excuse for people who find themselves really attractive to take their clothes off. Because, you know, they're just like, oh, I guess they started with like this kind of classy music, this kind of slow tempo. And then, you know, it gets really lewd because then, you know, they get in this filter. You can't see what's going on, but you can kind of see their silhouette.
Right.
And you know they're naked and they're posing. I know one like epic pose I've seen a lot of is, you know, people girls, they'll flip on their hands and kind of put this, like, you know, like they're leaning on a champagne glass pose, you know.
Leaning on a champagne glass?
Like if you've ever seen like some old, more timey like advertisement for like, you know, classy gals in a bar.
I know.
Yeah, they're like doing that weird pose up against a glass, you know, but they're upside down, so they're doing it with their like legs kind of.
Okay.
Showing off those bobs and vagine.
Let's watch one of them. Fuck it. Let's see. I got some sexy TikToks pulled up.
I'm so happy.
All right, check this out.
Ooh. Yeah, this is good. You know, by the way, I follow her on Instagram. I'm not ashamed to share that.
Yeah.
You know,
why would anyone be ashamed?
Absolutely. And I'm so glad she was the first one in this reel.
Damn.
Yeah.
Okay, I can see how this is pretty fucking hot.
You know, now that I'm actually viewing a few, I can see why this is popular.
Now that I'm seeing it, yeah. You can see all the bodacious curves. This woman's about to be thick as fuck, guaranteed.
Yeah. I knew she was hiding something under that cloak.
Right. She had a fucking entire cloak to hide that ass.
You know? Yeah, how many more do you want to see? You think we got the general idea?
At least. I mean, I'm trying to work up a nice little, semi chub right now.
Okay, okay.
I'm trying to get a nice little stiffy.
Steven's at work right now.
Yeah, I podcast a lot better when my dick is hard.
Yeah, we never got those fluffers, in case you were wondering. That's why, this is what we have to do.
Oh yeah, she looks great.
She looks great.
Okay, all right, that's enough. She wins.
All right, yeah, I think we got it, guys.
Yeah,
we got a winner.
So I don't know, man. I feel like TikTok is. It's strange because it's kind of an app that seems like it's built for children, but at the same time, it's got a bunch of people selling sex.
Yeah,
like a lot of people they build their following just by horny teens.
Just about. I mean, I feel like it's like any app. I mean, you put something on the internet long enough, and it's gonna turn to sex.
Right.
But my thing is, do you think women should be doing this? Do you think this is okay? Because like I said, they already discovered a chink in the armor where there's like
he
men
just said chink. We got to edit that one out.
Yeah, we'll bleep it. Don't worry. Wink. No. They discovered, there's already ways that you can women can get exposed. So it's like, is it smart for them to do this now, or you think this is gonna die anytime soon, or is this actually female empowerment and we're too fucking ignorant to see it because of your caveman male brain?
It's hard for me to even know when something's female empowerment these days because everything is about women, dude. Everything's about empowering women, rather, I should say. Yeah, every single thing that is sexual, even if it's a little bit inappropriate, they're like, oh, well, this is good for women. I remember, what was that song that was super controversial recently?
WAP?
Yeah, WAP.
Yeah, wet ass pussy.
Now, I don't have anything against the song, but it was being promoted as this is women empowering themselves, and it's I mean, bragging about wet pussy doesn't really sound like empowerment to me, but maybe I'm just off.
I don't know. I mean, the only time I found it to be, I had something against it when I heard Ben Shapiro sing it. That's when I felt like there was a problem. I'm like, wait, what the fuck?
Bucket and a mop.
That sounds terrible.
Ass P word. Yeah, man.
But yeah, with the fucking wet ass pussy, WAP and shit. Anything sexual female empowerment. What I don't understand about female empowerment, because I found this hilarious fucking image on Facebook, and it's weird because the way the poster framed it, it's supposed to be some form of weird female empowerment or what's expected of men now, and it's the most simp shit I've ever fucking seen in my life, and I don't know, it actually made me upset. I shared it to my brother. I'm like, this is that type of shit you see that just fucking sits in you the wrong way, and you gotta tell someone about it.
Right.
I'm like, I can't be the only one that's fucking seeing this shit.
He told me about it immediately too. Yeah, and I'll narrate it for you. I'll read it out. If you're not watching the video, this is what it says. It says, "Know your worth, ladies. Follow me on Insta."
So she's already fucking grabbing that clout. But look at what she posted.
Oh yeah. So the post says, It's a picture of a black man. He looks pretty generic.
Yeah.
It says, "I want to take you out." And then it's a picture of a girl that says, "I need my hair done." And of course she's light skinned.
Yeah, obviously. And she has colorful hair too.
Then the black man says, "How much?" And then the girl says, $225. I'm gonna get a frontal sew-in. And then the man says, "What's the Cash App?" And then she tells him the Cash App. And then he says, "Booked. Go get your hair done." And then they walk away together.
Yeah.
Fill a bunch of little fruity little hearts around his head.
now I don't know. Here's what upset the shit out of me about this. It's just this weird, because there's obviously now this odd expectation where it's part of being a man, because the person that shared this post I saw had grown man energy. So this is what they expect a fucking guy to act like now.
If you don't do this, you're not a real man.
And look you see how disrespectful this is.
Just
the
rude.
fact that he's offering to take her somewhere, and her response is a request. It's well, I need to get, or I need to get my hair done.
Hey,
she
can I take you on
immediately
a date? Let me get $300.
defers to her fucking needs. Then asks for money.
Right.
Not even nice. She gives him a fucking Cash App. That's how you know he doesn't even know her. This isn't a boyfriend girlfriend. He clearly doesn't know her, which is why he's sending her through a Cash App that he doesn't even know.
It's really just modern day prostitution, honestly. Like it's almost like saying I want to take you on a date, and then she's like, "Well, you can subscribe to my OnlyFans, and we can go on a date through that." You know, like,
you're like, oh man, you're really attractive. She's like, well, why don't you just come on down to Hooters and we can fucking meet me there?
Like, once you become a gold member on my OnlyFans, then maybe I'll take you on a date.
Yeah,
it's fucking insane.
Yeah, this definitely seems like the fucking just the literal poster for just go digging.
Just simphood.
Yeah,
you know?
simphood.
Like you would have to be a fucking huge simp to just be told immediately on the first encounter with a woman, like, oh, you need to give me
She's
money.
not even making eye contact. Like the literal whole thing is like he just has hearts following her after he just gave her $225.
Her expression hasn't changed whatsoever. She's just like, I'm not even happy about this. I just finessed another nigga.
Oh man, yeah.
And it's true, man. I mean, I haven't been through this personally because I'm a non-pussy getting ass nigga. So, of course, I don't really know for myself, but I've seen through social media, I've heard through the grapevine that there's a lot of women that kind of have taken on this, fuck it, toxic femininity. You know? Like they want to.
It's about time someone said it.
God damn it. Like I understand that women are meant to be protected and everything, and it's kind of like a feminine position to, I guess, be supported by a man. I don't know if that's sexist to say that, but I feel like that should be isn't it? What do you think? Am I crawling up the wrong tree here?
I don't know. Like, I mean, I guess it depends on what the expectation is. So what are you saying exactly? Like the ideal or like the idea built in society so far has been usually are you talking about gender roles? Like,
I guess I'm talking about the gender roles within the current patriarchy,
Oh, yes.
Like, the whole idea was like, okay, you get a wife and some kids.
Yeah.
Your wife stays at home and your kids, they grow up happy and their mom is taking care of them and shit. I understand that that's not the current way that the society is set up, but I feel like there's still fragments of that left behind. Like, women are still in a position where they can still expect a man to give them money for literally nothing, basically.
Yeah, no, that's true. That's like the whole like aspect of like there's still the expectation, I think, where they want men to be providers and
the
women
man's the provider.
want to be cared for. But it's just like the form it's taken, it seemed like
that's not step one.
Yeah, because there's no give and take.
Yeah.
This whole thing demonstrates there's not a give and take anymore. Literally just like your job is to give, and it's up to her if she wants to give anything back, but she's not obligated to. But you're obligated to be a provider.
She better be giving up some pussy on the first date.
But
you can't say that.
That makes you fucking,
right. Then you get trashed on the internet.
Piece of shit. That's how you get trashed on the internet.
For $225, I could literally purchase some pussy.
Yeah, you can literally buy sex, but you have to fucking get her hair done so that she can make the decision later on whether you deserve it or not. After you jump over these other fucking hurdles.
Yeah, I think incels have the right idea. I'm sort of jumping on board with that.
You gonna go MGTOW?
Yeah, men going their own way, just beating off. That's their way.
And Steve's he's getting red pilled right now.
I've been red pilled for a long time, dude.
He sees the way.
Women are money grubbing whores, according to Bill Burr.
I can show you that way.
Yeah, dude. And you know what? Actually, this brings up the next topic pretty well because I actually saw this guy on TikTok. He's got a good question that I feel like needs to be answered. Check this out.
Oh, here we go. Who is this guy, by the way, Steve? You want to introduce him?
Yeah, hold on. This guy is
when a gay man has sex with a woman or heterosexually marries, we say, you're really gay, you always were. When a bisexual man has sex with both genders, we say, make up your mind, it's one or the other. When a straight man has sex with men, we cancel straight and say he was really gay or he's really bi. It's time to understand that behavior doesn't inform sexual orientation. If somebody's gay and has sex with a woman, they're still gay. If a bisexual person only has sex and romance with one gender their whole life and never with the other gender they're attracted to, they're still bisexual. And straight men can be sexual with other men and still be straight. We have a term for this. It's called being sexually fluid. Some people use it as an identity, but it's not really an identity. It's a behavior. The behavior doesn't make you what you are. I always say you're not what you orgasm.
Wait.
See, Alonzo, I told you, you're not gay, okay? It's normal, all right? Sometimes straight men take dick.
I don't, like, that is the weirdest, like, how the fuck The thing is, like, your sexual behavior doesn't dictate your sexual orientation.
Right. Just because
then
you
what
do
the fuck
gay shit doesn't make you gay.
I don't get that. That's weird because that's like touching into territories that could like hurt, like I don't know, offend people because because then he starts saying like that's just what sexual fluidity is, or that's what that your orientation. I'm not gonna tell anyone what they are or what they aren't,
right.
But I mean, if you're straight and you're having gay sex, you might not be straight.
Yeah, well, I feel like I always say that if you have a line,
cut and dry, isn't it?
Say you have a line, right? And you bend it. There's a bend in the line. It's now not a line anymore. It's
curved.
Right.
It's not a curved line. It is literally a bent.
So I mean,
object.
How do you feel about his logic? I mean, like, can you see? Is there any truth? Personally, I'm like, no. No, I'm like, well, your behavior. If anything is gonna define what you are or who you are, it's got to be your behavior.
I would assume your behavior is probably the biggest indicator of the type of person you are.
Right, but wait, it goes deeper.
And so this guy's a doctor, right?
Yes.
So like he's been peer reviewed and shit. And
yeah. This guy,
to.
He's a certified sex therapist, and
Interesting.
he's also gay. So I feel like he's a little bit biased.
Wait. Now my thing is, if he asked him, is he gay or is he straight? But he just likes doing gay things.
Well, he's married to a man, but I don't know if that makes him gay.
Well, I mean, according to him, apparently not.
Anyway, here's another one, man. This is another great point.
Another reason straight men will have sex with men is narcissism. Being narcissistic is a buzzword these days. Everybody says he's a narcissist, she's a narcissist, but what does it really mean? In its mental health form, it means this person is arrogant, is grandiose, can't accept feedback, and everything is all about themselves. The straight man who's having sex with another man is into it because the guy's into him. It's all about him. Oh, you're so big.
I think that's like a really far stretch from narcissism.
Have you ever loved yourself so much that you want to fuck other dudes? It's like, dude, I am so into myself. Bro. I just scored 20 points in the last game. I'm gonna go suck off a guy.
That's why locker rooms get like, everyone starts slapping each other on the ass. They're just really into themselves.
Like, oh man, might slip a finger in there. I'm really feeling myself today.
The prison's just filled with narcissists. That's really what it is. We're not tackling the prison system, right?
When you get enough high testosterone dudes in one room, something's bound to happen.
Just turns to the Brokeback Mountain.
Hell yeah, dude.
No, but that's it's so weird. Like I don't get where he's coming from on this one. I don't know. I feel like because he's saying like if you're a straight guy that likes having sex with men, because it's not even like an accident. He's phrasing it as this is what you enjoy doing.
Right.
Then you're gay.
Like your favorite pastime is lubing yourself up. That's probably a sign that you're at least bisexual. I feel like, and what's wrong with just saying I'm bisexual? Like what's really the problem there? Like these labels are kind of if you're gonna use the labels, then you may as well use them right. That's all I'm saying.
That they exist. I mean, it's literally a part of the LGBT. Like the letters are all there. Just pick one.
Another reason straight men will engage in sex with men is availability and opportunity. I consult with these straight men all over the world, and they all say the same thing. Men are easier, more transactional. They're not attracted to men. They're attracted to the sex that they can have with men. They can have mutual masturbation. They can have oral sex. They can get massages with happy endings. When you think of sex, you're...
So...
I don't want to fucking watch this.
So basically, it's not gay if you just want to get off. Okay, it's not gay. I just want to. You're like sometimes you're just like I just want to fuck. You gotta really care.
It comes down. It's about you. You know. It's just the sky. You're taking the avenue that makes it appear as if it's gay, but no, it's really just about.
Yeah, it's just about getting yourself off. It's and he just said, which is absurd to me. He said you can even it's just about yourself. He said he included mutual masturbation as one of them. So like jerking off a dude, just sitting and circle jerking each other. That's come on, man. That's not right. That is definitely not straight. I'm not saying it's wrong, but it's definitely.
Let me clarify.
I did just say it's not right.
Yeah, you sure did.
But what I'm saying is his opinion on it is not right. Okay.
Okay.
His opinion on it is some ass backwards shit.
Thinking penetrative sex. Sex is more than that. And then you're thinking, well, bisexual and gay men do this too. They do, but they're also attracted to the man. The straight men that engage in sex with men that I'm talking about are not attracted to men. They're not turned on by the male presence. They're turned on by the male availability. This is a nuance that people struggle with and have a really hard time with.
So basically, they're not gay. They're just like, it's really easy to fuck dudes. Like, I'm not gay, but I don't want to work for pussy.
Weird. This guy, I don't know. I feel like, because some's giving me this inclination that this guy struggled with his sexuality.
Yeah, probably.
And then he came up with a whole bunch of excuses. Because this is kind of what it sounds like.
Yeah. I almost think that the whole point of this channel is just so he can convince straight men to have sex with him. He's just trying to get a bunch of straight dudes to be like, oh, I'm not gay. I'm not gay, bro.
It's all just one big fucking plan.
Oh, shit.
That would make a lot of sense.
Yeah, dude. There's so much more. There's so much more down this rabbit hole.
Oh, man. do we have to see it all?
We got to learn.
Is this what the podcast is today?
I'm just trying to get you to accept yourself.
Straight men will have sex with men is voyeurism. Voyeurism is the
Steven, I just want to remind you, before you start calling me gay, you found all of this. I just want to remind you,
okay. I'm the one who pulled up 18 tabs of this shit. Okay. All right.
A lot of tabs of this.
Oh, my fucking head hurts from laughing.
Oh, man.
Shit. Anyway, here's another reason why straight men have gay sex. In case you were wondering.
Being aroused by watching another person. So most straight men, of course, want to watch women. But women aren't as available or readily available to be watched the way in which men will make themselves available. In a locker room, in a jack-off club. You might think, well,
what the fuck is a jack-off club?
Whoa, what is a jack-off club? Whoa, hold on.
This is news to me.
Hold on a second.
He said that way too K. Like, he glazed over that so fast.
No, in a jack-off club. Oh my God, dude. Gay people have all the fun. Shit. This guy's almost convincing me to have gay sex. Dude, they have clubs.
They have all. Yeah, that's crazy.
Oh God.
I didn't realize they had all those things.
Oh, dude, men are just so easy to watch, dude. You just go to a club and watch a bunch of guys jerk off. Like, I'm not gay. I just like going to the jack-off club because it's easy.
Yeah, man. It's about me, all right? It's not about anyone else.
Right.
It's my enjoyment.
I'm getting off, God damn it. There's no way beating off the dudes doesn't make you gay. I just want to say that.
What are they doing in a jack-off club? That sounds so gay. I know people keep saying that. But they're there to watch. They're there because they're aroused by seeing somebody else be sexual. Most of the people listening to my videos think I'm saying sex in terms of penetration only, but you can see that in terms of voyeurism, that can be so arousing, it's enough for somebody to have an orgasm.
A lot of gay people, I bet. Or a lot of closeted straight men.
Yeah, closeted straight men.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Wait, they're closeted straight. So that means they're straight.
Yeah, they like to hang out in the closet at the jack-off. The jack-off
They have to sit there and watch.
Oh my God, dude. We need to do an entire episode about jack-off clubs.
Oh, I guess. I don't know. This is getting into an uncomfortable space.
Oh God, I love it.
Too much. I don't want the whole show to just be this.
God. The caption on this says, "Your butt doesn't have a sexual orientation."
Oh, these hashtags are hilarious, though. I'm not gonna lie.
Here's another one.
Another reason straight men will have sex with men is butt play. Some men enjoy being penetrated. Some men enjoy.
Alonzo, have you ever had your ass eaten?
No. You?
Yeah.
Oh.
It's not gay. It's butt play. It rhymes. If it rhymes, it's obviously not gay. Dude. Ask Dr. Zeus.
Did he or she get to the G spot, Steven?
Well, no. I didn't get my ass fucked. Okay? I didn't get my ass blasted. No, I just got it licked a little bit. It actually feels pretty nice.
Well, there you go.
Yeah, it's not bad.
A new experience.
Anyway, back to the video.
Having played with, they turn to their female partners. Their female partners either are disgusted, think they're gay or bi. The man himself might be worried that he's gay or bi, so he doesn't tell her, or he's too ashamed, and so he turns to men. They go to a therapist. The therapist tells them they're probably gay or bi because they enjoy butt play. And so then they come to my office and they've read all my books and they say, Joe Kort, if I'm gay or bi, help me come out. And I say to them, after we do a thorough evaluation, that your butt doesn't have a sexual orientation. It doesn't know whether it's gay, straight, or bi. It's a butt. It's a sex act. It has nothing to do with your orientation. It might, although there are many gay men that I've talked about who are sides. They're not tops or bottoms. They don't like butt play. They never have butt play. They're still gay. So please understand that if you're a straight man and you enjoy butt play, it has nothing to do with your orientation.
Dude, he just actually slipped in a new fact. I've never heard that before. He said there's tops, there's bottoms, and there's sides.
Yeah, I heard that too. I was like, what?
What? There's
That's
sides.
a side.
Yeah, so I guess that's
Is
just
that
a straight man.
sideman? Like a dude on the corner just waiting?
Yeah, the dude in the
Taking
closet at the
turns?
jack-off club. You know, that's the guy.
He's the one.
Oh, shit. Yeah, so basically he's saying that your ass, you know, it's an open space.
Yeah.
So if you want to put something up there.
Free zone.
Well, the story he put behind it was kind of like, it was fucked up. It sounded like he was talking about a man with a wife, right? And his wife is like, oh, you want stuff in your ass? What are you, gay? And then he's like so upset by that he just goes out and he finds men to put stuff up his ass for him.
Just about.
Yeah, could you imagine yourself being in that situation? What would you do?
Who am I? What character am I in this?
You're the guy who wants stuff in your ass, I guess.
If I wanted that stuff in my ass,
would you just get a woman to do it, maybe?
Yeah, I mean, I'm a straight guy, so I would want a woman. I mean, I guess if
well, no, it doesn't matter that you're straight. Your butt doesn't have a sexual orientation.
That's right. and it's really not about who I'm having. It's about me.
Yeah,
so
it's about.
I just want stuff in my butt. It doesn't matter where it comes from. You know. But
oh shit.
No, none of his logic makes sense to me. It sounds like I said, I think he just making excuses. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, well, let's keep on digging, man. Maybe you'll get it after this one.
Dude, like we're gonna watch all.
This is one
videos.
we're all familiar with.
Another reason straight men have sex with men is a fantasy called cuckolding. This is where a cuckold is a husband who's been cheated on. That's where the term comes from. The wife turns to him and says, you're no longer sexually satisfying me. I'm going to find a guy who does. And she gets a guy who's called the bull. So in this erotic fantasy that's power exchange and play and very satisfying and pleasurable to all members, the cuckold's job as a submissive man is to get them both excited so that the two, man and woman, have sex with each other in front of him. He may masturbate watching them. He may be made fun of. There might be some humiliation play. In the end, in the orgasm, the cuckold's job is to clean them both up. There's sexual interaction between the two men from the beginning until the end. But if the woman isn't there or the woman doesn't show up, the two men are left cold. The woman must be present in this fantasy for it to work. This is how it works with a cuckolding fantasy.
All right, dude. So we've heard of cucks before, but I've never really heard it in such, scientific terms.
Yeah.
Like I've been a cuckold guy before. Like I've been the bull. Actually, I've been in a situation.
You've been
a
bull or a bear?
I wasn't the cuck.
You're out there fucking twinks.
No. Okay, I didn't fuck the guy. All right, I didn't. Also, I didn't clean up at the end. That was disgusting. That sounds terrible. So like your whole role in the sexual situation is just to clean up all the nut.
That sounds terrible. That sounds like the most submissive bitch position you can have. Like you're not even involved. You're literally just a maid.
Right, and then he just fucking. I guess you tell the chick to piss on you just for good measure. I guess I don't know.
I think that's like some type of weird humiliation kink.
Yeah,
I feel like that relates to it.
Well, actually, you know what? I will say that I wasn't a part of a cuckold thing. I did have a threesome with another guy, but I didn't fuck the guy. There was just another man in the room, and it was dark. Okay, so it was only kind of gay.
Were you? Did you clean up after?
Yeah, dude. I actually licked it all up. Yeah. Yeah, it was fucking ridiculous.
I remember when we thought this was gonna be like an advice show.
Yeah. Hey, well, so basically, actually, I do have a question. We can do one question real quick just because it fits.
All right.
How do you feel about painting your nails?
I mean, I don't do it, but if I wanted to.
No, well, I mean, I know you don't paint your nails, but
yeah.
Well, basically,
is it feminine? Is
it gay? I mean, we're on the topic of what's gay.
Yeah. I mean, it's like, it's traditionally seen as feminine, but, with everything becoming a little bit more open, I think you can just paint your nails and, because I don't think a lot of guys do it because of the stigma, but I feel like at the end of the day, if you wanted to paint your nails, because there's like rock stars and shit who have painted their nails in the past.
Like super androgynous rock stars.
Yeah, I think now it's just kind of seen as a style. So I don't think it's like necessarily makes you feminine, but people are gonna think that anyway.
Right. Yeah, it's obviously gonna be the people that are like, oh man, what are you doing?
Yeah.
But for me, I mean, I would paint my nails if I didn't have these stubby little nubs. Like I got little tiny fingers.
What'd you get? Hot pink?
I mean, shit, pink's my color,
Yeah, it brings out your eyes.
Yeah. Shit, I think I look kind of cute in a pink dress. All right, I think we're done with these videos about how straight men aren't. I mean, how gay dudes actually aren't gay.
I almost felt like that was so long it could be its just own video. Derailed so hard.
No. We got to keep it all as one nice big fat gay segment. Oh yeah. So speaking of being gay, back in the day, I used to like I was talking about in a previous episode. I used to have this phase. It was called post-positivity Steve.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it was basically a period of my life where I was really like on a positivity kick. Like I wanted to motivate, the people around me to be, exceptional, whatever the fuck I thought exceptional meant at the time. And I would post, ridiculous memes where it's pictures of people with like, a nice car and it says, try hard.
Yeah, it used to be the most like try hard. I'm an entrepreneur guy. Like that was literally your persona.
Yeah, that was my thing. And during that time, I ended up getting into a lot of different, like, I was homeless. Obviously, there's no money in being a try hard entrepreneur guy. So I was homeless for a little while. And during that time, I went to a lot of those, what else can you call them other than pyramid schemes? I mean, like,
basically,
fucking, what was it? Multi-level marketing. Yeah, multi-level marketing schemes. And did you ever go to any of those, like the meetings where they try to introduce you?
Boy, I got a story to tell you. It fucking burns me up inside just thinking about it because I was tricked to go to one, and
you got scammed.
Yeah, to protect the names of the people and the company involved, I won't say anything about. I won't use specific names.
Fuck the company involved. It's a scam.
Well, here's the thing: they'll tell you it did not. And the friend that invited me to it, he knows who he is. So if he's watching this, I hope you know. But I think he's still invested in it, so I don't want to hurt his feelings or whatever. But. Yeah, it literally started. He told me like he was gonna do a presentation about something at his company. He's like, yeah, if I could get some people to come out, it'd be great, to support. And I'm thinking I'm going out to support him. I'm like, yeah, I'll go see his fucking presentation. So he gives me the address. I fucking drive up. It's like in some school building or whatever. And I'm just like, okay,
not suspicious.
Yeah, I walk up. And I'm looking for, I asked like this dude in the hallway, I can't find shit. I'm like, hey, do you know where this meeting's going on? I have a friend who's doing a presentation. He's like, meeting? I don't know. I know there's a lot of people gathered upstairs. And I'm just like, oh, okay. No one in the building knew about it. It's like there was a clerk and they were just kind of like, oh, yeah, I know there's something going on upstairs. I'm like, oh, I thought this was like a big thing.
Yeah, might be an orgy, might be a jack-off club.
So, what, this fucking jerk-off club?
I love that phrase.
So we went up there. I went up there. And, I went to the door and there were like a bunch of people in suits. And I'm thinking I'm watching a presentation. So I'm dressed down as fuck. Like, I don't have anything. Right. I have a T-shirt and jeans. I'm just like, okay. A lot of business people here, but it is what it is. I'm looking to see if there's like an eye of an audience, but everyone looked like they were there doing something. So I was like, okay, this is odd. I walk in, ask the lady at the front desk. I'm like, hey, have you seen my buddy so-and-so? He's supposed to be getting a presentation. And she was like, I don't know. Let me actually ask around. Are you here to see someone? I'm just like, yeah, the guy just said, where's he at? And she's like, well, I'll look into that, but you know what? If you do want to, if you do want to mingle around, I can go ahead and print you out a name tag. What's your name? I'm just like, a name? What the fuck? So my dumbass, I'm like, okay, I don't know what's going on, but let me just kind of comply until I can see, because I'm sure set me up. Like I know I've known him for years. There's no way I said his name.
Yep, yeah, I was just saying that.
Well, bleep it out. I know he would set me up. So I was like, all right, I gave her my name. She printed me out this name tag. And then I'm like, okay, so I'm walking around with this fucking name tag now.
Hey, I am Alonzo.
I am Alonzo. So and then she's like, hey, I know a great guy I can introduce. She started asking me these very invasive questions like, so what do you do for a living? And at the time I was like a fucking freight broker. I'm like, I have a freight broker. She's like, what's that? And I'm just like, we fucking deliver third-party freight for money,
Basically, it's a shit job.
Yeah, it sucks. I make a lot of phone calls and, I get yelled at. So, she's just like, oh, that sounds great. Actually, I know someone you can talk to who would love to get an insight on your business sense. I'm like, where the fuck is he? I'm like, where is he?
Where's my friend?
I'm not getting mad. I'm like, okay, grab his shirt. Where is she? So, she takes me over to this fucking guy, this like overzealous black dude in a suit, and I know exactly why she took me to him because he's an overzealous black dude in a suit,
right?
And I'm a black guy,
and you're a black guy.
Yeah,
I know another black guy that you would love.
Yeah, I know someone who can indoctrinate you well. He can speak on your level. So she fucking took me over to him, and he's just like, hey brother, what's going on? He like shakes me up. I'm like,
you trying to make some money?
Yeah. Then he starts, like I said, starts asking these other questions, and then he goes into this fucking 15-minute monologue about what he does and how it's so great and why you should get invested in this company he just threw at me. Like, I'm like, what?
Why you should be interested in this shit you had no idea about before showing up.
And then and then I finally ran into the guy I'm looking for, and I'm just like, where the fuck am I? Like, what is this? Like, aren't you giving a speech? And it like I'm in a fucking weird Twilight Zone movie. Right. He's like kind of conversing with me like he never met me. He's just kind of like, oh man, yeah, glad you showed up, man. Hey, they're just about to get everything started. Have you talked to so and so yet? And I'm just like, nigga. What is this? Like,
where am I? So, are you gonna eat me?
Oh man, long story short, because I know this dragged on, I somehow get dragged into a room. He's not even there. I'm in this lecture hall room for 2 hours.
Damn.
Where they're basically telling me about this business that they're trying to get us all to join. And it's not a pyramid scheme according to them, even though it has the exact reflections.
No, it's an upside down triangle.
Yeah, it's kind of an upside down triangle.
Funnel.
But do some like kind of, I don't know, some weird means. It's not exactly like that, so I can't say it is. But anyway, I do that. I'm pissed as shit because I'm just like this. Like it wasn't even him speaking. It was literally I got dragged to join this thing.
Right.
And then when I left, like this one lady was hounding me down about like giving me like a name, a number so I can meet her for something because she wanted to show me how to do my finances. and then like a week later, I just like I ended up bailing on her because somehow she got me to be like, I didn't even say I want to join. She's like, well, tell you what, I'll call you on this date and we can meet here. She didn't give me an option.
Right.
And then I just fucking blocked her. I'm like, I can't do this.
Like, oh, never again.
I can't fucking do this.
Dude.
But I was so mad. That was like the first time I saw like a pure version of a fucking scheme.
Yeah, I actually ended up going to so many of those because I would just go for the free food, like they would give you free food. Mm-hmm. And like I was trying to be that zealous black guy, that overzealous black guy.
Yeah, that was you.
I had that energy within me.
I talked to Steve that day.
Yeah, it was actually me in a disguise. And I really wanted to be like that. So I went to probably like 20 of those fucking meetings where you just sit down. And like eventually I realized, these people aren't that successful. They're just lying. There's only like 4 guys in the room that are actually doing good. All the other ones are on that like fake it till you make it kind of energy. Like they're just pretending so that they can get you to join in and then they can drain you of money. Like they just want to suck money out of you and your family. And it sucks. It sucks ass.
I remember when I was in the room, there was like this hilariously stupid guy. Like, because he was like one of those guys, they ask you those obvious questions like, what do you guys want to do for the rest of your life? work a 9 to 5 for $12 an hour, or work for yourself and make $10,000 a week?
And then insert the word financial freedom.
Yeah, you know, these are obvious rhetorical questions. Like, yeah, the way you're phrasing the alternative sounds terrible.
Right.
But this guy's like jumping up, like, I want to make $10,000 a week. And I'm just like, the fuck is this
I want to
guy?
make money.
Yeah.
Oh hell yeah, nigga.
Yeah. And they would ask, like, if you take 4 hours of work and $12 an hour, how much does that make you? It's like, just obvious math.
Basic
and
math.
Like, it's like $48 an hour. That's great. It's funny because he would shout out the answer, but like sometimes he shout out the wrong answer, and it'd be like even funnier. He's so happy to be there, but he was like actually stupid.
Right.
Like he would like bring the room to a fucking halt with his like just like this guy's got too much energy.
Dude,
but then at the same,
he was probably a fucking mole, like a plant. They probably put him there so he could get you excited.
he probably would, and I would have believed he was a mole until he started making the fucking presenters uncomfortable with how stupid. I remember he asked something and he just yelled out the wrong answer, and it was just like I was looking at him like the fuck. It was like almost as simple as saying like, what's 9 plus 7? He was like 46. So yeah, that actually livened it up. I was so happy he was there because he made this whole thing seem even more ridiculous than it was.
Yeah, well, I feel like those programs and those businesses and shit. If you look at life like college, if you're a piece of shit or in the making, like, or if you're someone that's gonna just be like a bummy ass nigga like me, going through that phase is almost like your freshman year of college. Like going through those businesses, you have to like learn the ropes and become like a skeezy salesman for a little while. Yeah, and then you like learn all the tricks. Like those questions that they do. The reason they do that is they want to get you to say yes as many times as possible. So then you're in like a yes mood. That's literally the strategy. They're like, oh, if he says yes 20 times today, he might say yes to my offer later.
That's true.
Yeah, that's it. And shit like that, like learning those tricks, it's not like it's not valuable. Like actually knowing how to do stuff like that is technically valuable. It's just when it's packaged in a pyramid scheme, it becomes a completely fucking different thing. It's like, now you're a piece of shit because the whole point of a pyramid scheme is just to drain your family of assets and your friends, like your immediate friend group, get them to join, they drain their family, and then the money just flows up the ladder to whoever's the rich guy. Yeah. Like I remember I went to one of the meetings and one of their main sales points of getting you to join the thing was like, hey, do you want to pay for a car or do you want a free car? Oh. And I'm like, oh, I want a free car.
I want a free car.
I want a free car. Yeah. But it turns out like it's not a free car. You just work and then they take the money out of your fucking pay and then they pay for the car for you. It's not free at all.
It's not even a little free.
Yeah, it's like a lease. They lease a car. They lease a car for you.
They just lied because you didn't pay now. It's free.
That shit is absurd, man. When you're in those types of places, you meet a lot of people that are fucking like hippie-ish, like more in a spiritual sort of nonsense way. Yeah. Like people that would, be interested in horoscopes, basically. Like people that would people that would fucking, look at the stars and decide what to eat for dinner that night based on what they saw.
Tell me this, Steve. Why are women so into horoscopes? Because I've noticed that like I always viewed horoscopes as like kind of one of those fun little activities that like you don't really take seriously, but it just kind of exists as like, hey, what's your horoscope? And you're like, I'm Scorpio. And it tells you what it means, but I thought it was like superstition, but there are people that fucking live by it, and I don't understand it. I find that insane.
I think that there's some truth to horoscopes in a sense. Like when you relate it to like astrology and the planets and all that good stuff. Yeah. I do think the planets and their alignment have an impact on the energy of our universe, I do think so. I think that.
I know you do. I'm looking at your face and I can see the fucking glint. I'm like, oh.
Yeah. Okay. I think that's completely true.
I see. I'm the only sane one.
But I don't think that if you just Google your horoscope for the day and you see like one of the fucking 5,000 different horoscopes that exist, I don't think that that's going to be accurate. But I do think like a lot of the Greek gods are named after the planets, Yeah. And I think that those types of synchronicities, I guess, or sort of
synchronicities.
Yeah. Don't know. Whatever. Anyway, I'm not going to get into my ridiculous beliefs, but I do believe. I mean, I see why women do, because women are more emotional and they need less flat logic, I guess, in order to function. I feel like men are more logical, women are more emotional, and horoscopes are like an emotional science. You
Yeah.
know?
I mean, I feel like they offer a weird scapegoat to like not necessarily address issues, because let's say if you're in a bad, because I've talked to girls, and I can't even give one example because it's just like I could be out at a fucking club and like, you know, I'm like, what's like the easiest like non-committal type of conversation I could start with someone? I'm just like, yo, what's your star sign or something? And then like, I think it's just gonna get the ball rolling, but then the whole conversation turns into that.
Right.
And I just get really upset.
Like, I'm a Gemini, so I'm a huge slut.
One girl fucking got me to download this fucking app that like
really?
literally tells you your days, like you have a sun sign and a moon sign, and it calculate like there's formulas on it. It can calculate, you know, what you're gonna feel like. And I'm like, what? Like this is bull. Like, why are you? This is a waste of fucking time. Like, why are you doing this? But like, that's what I don't understand. It's just like the total level of like belief in it, and I feel like it just kind of keeps you from addressing actual issues.
Well, actually, I got a presentation this weekend where you can come and learn more about it. Actually, if you'd like.
You know what? I'm gonna go ahead and pass. Last thing I want to do is fucking find myself with a name tag, talk to some fucking overzealous black dude.
A horoscope pyramid scheme.
Yeah, right.
Dude, that's a fucking great idea. Like just selling horoscopes to people, like reading their signs, but. Once again, I do think that the science behind it is not necessarily all bullshit.
I can't agree with that
because
I don't know.
you can measure where the where the planets are going to be.
I'm not saying the planets don't move. I'm just saying what the fuck does that have to do with how I feel today.
Well, because the vibration of your soul. You know? Yeah. So the gravity is a universal force, right?
Okay.
You have positive and negative force.
Yeah.
Right. So if the planets are in a certain alignment, you might be more lean towards positivity than negativity.
I don't know, Steve. They're like scientists that still can't figure out gravity completely, and you're just telling me matter of fact, like this is how it connects to your soul. I'm like, I don't know.
I'm not telling you matter of factly. I'm telling you based on my own personal beliefs. So
okay, but see that's where I go back to like, because like this girl's like, I won't date a Tauros because you know they're assholes or something, but. You know, it's like, is it really because of their sign, or are there like other like fucking factors at play that like you're too either insecure to address or like you're not willing to admit your faults? I feel like if you can literally chalk things up to just being like it wasn't in the stars, then you're gonna chalk it up to that. Then you don't really have to address anything.
I'm sorry,
like,
babe. I can't marry you. It's just not in the stars.
It's just not in the stars. You know, it's like you're not. I feel like that's such a scapegoat, and I'm like, because it's such a firm belief that a lot of girls internalize to an extent. I feel like it just creates this weird behavior with those type of women.
I think the problem is when people internalize it with no actual basis. Like I have I've researched it to an extent from a unique perspective, I guess. So like my opinion isn't the same as someone who just like downloads an app and says, oh, this is accurate to me today. Like they see something that's accurate and then they have like their confirmation bias, basically.
Yeah,
like,
it'll always be accurate.
They see it and it makes sense to them that moment, and they don't look any further than that.
Right.
But like for me, it's more like a metaphysics kind of thought. Like I believe in metaphysical things, and you don't. So that's where the separation is, I guess.
Yeah.
But
I guess
at the same time, it's like, I mean, fuck it. Who cares if you believe it or not? You know, like it doesn't.
Right.
It doesn't make any difference to you or me. And even if it's fake, it doesn't hurt to believe it.
No.
But believing in it too much and in a fucking stupid way is harmful to the people that do believe it in a educated way, like me.
Yeah. I'm right.
Yeah, I'm fucking right. Okay, and these bitches don't know shit about horoscopes. God damn it.
Yeah.
I'm in the year of the rat, baby. Last year was the year of the rat. And I was born in the year of the rat. So yeah, last year was actually a really shitty year because rats are negative. I believe that. And last year was fucking ridiculously bad. Like, by comparison.
I mean, coincidentally, I can see those lining up.
I'm the year of the pig. My bad. Year of the pig.
Oh, see, it's not even...
No, it was the year of the pig. I just said the wrong thing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Wait, you smell like a rat right now?
Yeah, and look at me. Do I not seem like I was born in the year of the pig?
Yeah.
Come on. And
I didn't want to say it.
Yeah, look at the fact like of that, and then tell me that I'm not a pig.
It's got to be true. It's not confirmation bias there.
Yeah. I hope I've convinced you.
I mean, not completely. Not even a little. But no, I like you can have your belief. I don't have anything against you having, because whatever you have to internalize to make you get through the day, I have ridiculous shit based off nothing. It just kind of helps me get through the day. But even then, I know a lot of times it's not real. It's just like, it just kind of gives me a motivating factor in my life, something that I can kind of use as a tool to be like, you know what, things could be better because of this, or you know, whatever. It's just like, you know, whatever you have to make up.
Right.
But it's only when I think it becomes, you know, to where you start to manifest it in a way that you think you can use it as an excuse to apply to real life problems.
Right.
Then I think that is when it loses, you know, its harmlessness, not to other people, but to like yourself. Because like I said, if you start using that as a basic excuse to why I can't do this, or why I don't do this, i.e. the whole, like, I don't date, you know, whatever Geminis because, you know, they're this, and you're only basing that off of, like, you know, like I said, whatever weird shit it goes into horoscopes, because half of that's just made up. I don't know what the term is that, but someone on the other side is just writing this. It's not real. It's not based off anything. So I think that's when it becomes harmful.
Yeah.
And why the fuck are Scorpios so downed? I've never heard one. That's probably why I hate it. I'm a Scorpio. And I've only heard negative shit about Scorpios.
Looks like we found the real reason.
Yeah, this is the real story, okay?
Someone got dealt a bad hand by the stars.
Everyone's always shitting on Scorpios, and I'm like, we're not bad people, okay? Fuck you.
Right.
We're good people.
I've got a fucking horoscope that says differently, you know?
I just find the one that says good things about me and be like, that has to be true.
Well, based on that, I think it's a good time to start the advice part of the show. So the first question we got is, how do I get friends, man? I'm lonely. How do I get friends?
How do you get friends? Well, I guess my advice on how you can get some friends is, you know what? Because I had the same problem growing up. I didn't have a lot of friends. I had a hard time making them. You just got to be more likable. It's a very like
just be great.
It's a very like weird baseless sentiment, but it's the best advice on it. It's probably the most like proven method. And by I mean likable is even if you're a good person or a nice person, that doesn't necessarily make you a likable person.
Yeah, that's
true.
true.
I think you just kind of have to learn to adapt to your environment. You know, if you notice that there are certain things that people don't like about you, or they kind of roast you about, I always preach, be true to yourself, but you also got to learn to adapt, because sometimes what you are isn't always the best for your situation. And sometimes you do have to learn how to, because, you know, people are social. So you do sometimes have to learn how to adapt to your situation, you know, work on traits that will make you better, or, you know, at least make you better received by people around you, and just, you know, to be more of a likable, more attractive person to be around. So I think that's what I could say. Just work on being more likable, try to be more attractive.
And with that, I think that like a real big thing in like 90s movies and shit and everything before that was like, you're perfect the way you are.
Yeah.
You know, don't change for anybody. And that's the fucking absolute worst advice you can give anyone in any situation, basically.
Yeah.
Because, you know, you don't start off as a great person. You have to, like, you know, like if you're sculpting something, you don't just take the rock and sell it. You have to spend a bunch of time sculpting it into something beautiful, you know? So if you want to make friends, you have to be somebody that someone wants to be friends with. So like if you intend to be in a certain friend group, if you want to be, say you want to be, you know, friends with a bunch of, you know, dudes that hang out at the jack-off club, you know?
Yeah.
Obviously you have to be a straight man who is interested in getting off. Right?
Exactly.
But if you're not into getting off, then you're not going to fit in.
Yeah.
Right? So you have to change yourself to kind of adapt and fit into that community. Right? Doesn't that make sense?
Yeah, I think that analogy works perfectly for this. I think that fits really well.
Yeah. All right, next question. Can you feel the difference if a girl is wet versus when she is dry?
Yeah.
Hey, do you know when something's wet or dry? Like, is water wet?
You know?
Like, that's such a... I just pulled this up because it's the stupidest fucking question ever.
Like
this is a girl asking because she's like, oh, well, my pussy's been pretty dry recently because I haven't been drinking enough water, and I'm wondering if my boyfriend can notice. I'm like, have you ever tried to stick your dick into, like, fucking anything dry?
Yeah, you ever, like, well, she doesn't have a dick. I can't
true.
lecture to her, like, stick your dick in a sharp pencil sharpener and see what
how
happens.
about this? Take a dildo, stick it in the freezer, and then shove it up your pussy, and then tell me how it feels.
There you go. And then, you know, take a fucking
and then go to
a non-code object and stick it up there and see what happens. No, I mean, it's very obvious. I mean, yeah. any detail you want to give to that statement to how you can tell?
Well, I guess you can tell that a woman's wet when
it slides in easy.
You bust within the first 10 seconds.
Yeah, that also is a good indicator.
Men have had that problem. Like sometimes you get in some pussy and it's just so damn wet that you bust immediately.
Yeah, that's
a good sign. So if this lady's watching, then that's the answer.
Yeah. Also, I mean, you know, if you slide, I mean, literally, if this to her, if you see him struggling, like if you notice that he goes in there and you're not, you know, it doesn't slide in very gently, he's like working it in.
Yeah.
You could be doing a little bit better, miss. Just saying.
Like at least do one of those sloppy spits.
You know, at least warm your like do something. You'll smack yourself a few times. Get it
just
ready.
Slap it.
Slap it.
But you know, I don't ever have this problem because you know, like any, I guess like any respectful man, I always eat the pussy first. Seems like it's a habit. That's another way you make friends. Eat pussy.
Yeah.
If you need more friends, start eating pussy. Just
start eating their pussy.
Put it on your Facebook profile. Just let everybody know that you know you'll munch some box.
Yeah. And if you want lifelong friends, just kind of say like, you know, I eat ass too.
That's really how you.
That seals the deal.
Yeah, dude, that's actually how me and Alonzo met.
Oh man, dude, don't think this is gay enough.
Yeah, I think we're good. I think that we're good on gay shit. This has been a really fun podcast. Let's close it out here. You got anything else you want to bring up?
Smoke weed every. No, I don't know.
From someone who's literally never smoked weed.
Not even a little.
All right, man. Make sure you check out Alonzo's his channel, Zoe Magnin. He doesn't make videos because he's a pussy right now.
Hey, I got a lot more going on. Fuck you. Yeah. I'll get to it though.
Yeah, he's getting there. He's getting there. But we do have one video on that channel. I'll put a link to it. It's us watching the 5 guys rate 1 girl or whatever the fuck.
And, you got it right. Or,
yeah.
Wait,
no,
said 5 guys
I didn't get it right.
1 girl.
Yeah, it's a Bang Bros video. Yeah. So anyway, yeah, and then make sure you like this video, subscribe to my channel, and watch our skit. I made a funny ass skit. I'm gonna be doing some follow-ups. It's called Google Home Black. So check it out on this channel. Anyway, thanks for watching, and we're good to go. See you next time.
Peace.